Keisha's Creations. Let's talk. Yes. Hi. How everyone is doing today? Yes. I hope everyone is feeling blessed today. It is a blessing to be present. Ashe. 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 Welcome, new subscribers, and welcome to my channel. And thank you to all my loyals who have been with me along this journey. I just want to say thank you. I hope that you all are doing well out there in the world and you're all feeling positive and your life is full of abundance. Yes. Well, I'm going to do something a little different today. Let's switch it up. I'm going to go ahead and start with the question of today because this topic is a topic that I feel like I can do a lot of collaborating on, and I want to be able to give you all a lot of feedback. How about that? But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that bell so you can receive new notifications, okay? Without further ado, let's get started with the question of the day. Question of the day. Question of the day. Question of the day. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, yes. Okay, so today's question is how to know if someone is sending you negative energy and how to cleanse that. Ooh. Well, let's talk about it. All right. So yes, I am going to give you my intuitive opinion on the topic, and I'm also going to give you some of my experiences that I may have that'll help you and bless you along this journey. How about that? All right, so first things first, this is a topic that's like, you know, a little bit like a mystery, right? Like when it comes to like energies, you know, because when we think about energies, we think about frequencies. We think about like something that is tangible or non-tangible. Okay, so let me give you an example. Sometimes we look at when people do bad things, they're a bad person. Okay, and we look at when good people do good things, they're a good person. But what about the in-between? What about the in-between good versus bad? If that's how you see it now. Remember, we're unlearning to learn, mind transitioning. So some things I'm going to tell you may be different, but this is my intuitive opinion, okay? So just listen closely, okay? And listen with an open mind and an open heart, okay? When we think of good and bad, and we think of good people, bad people, and we think of just that, and we label people one way. Well, here's the thing. We all are born with good and bad, or positive and negative characteristics, personalities, traits. Some of us exercise one more than the other, unfortunately. You know what I mean? But I said it to say that negative energy comes from negative thoughts. Huh? Yeah. I just said something like that, huh? Negative energy is manifested through negative thoughts. And everyone possesses that. Like I said, some people may exercise that a little bit more than others, and they may need to, you know, be mindful, but however, there is that free will. One thing about being born here on earth is that we all are born with free will. Even though we are born into a society where, you know, there are rules, there are, you know, things put in place, I guess, to keep order. But I feel like, you know, personally, this is my personal intuitive opinion, is if we all kind of vibrated on the same harmony, we would have less, you know, restrictions in life, especially on our mental. I'm more focused on the mental because sometimes we can be trapped in here, right? And clearing the mind clears your space. It clears your energies. It clears energies around you. I am, you know, your Reiki master. I am a chakra healer. I am your crystal healer. I am an oracle as well. And I do see clearly. My visions are very, very clear. I have been gifted all my life as a young child. So I have dealt with this topic all my life. So bear with me as I'm going to explain some things. I'm also too got some notes because I'm like, I want to write some things down. So if you see me every now and then go to my notes, it's because I want to give you some feedback. Okay, I don't want to miss a thing. I want to help you on this. Okay, because I want to help you protect your energies or know if someone is sending you negative energy. Okay, and how to cleanse it. So I want to break it down continuously, okay, as we go forward, because I like to be very thorough and detailed, especially on topics like this. So how to know if someone is sending negative energy your way? You're going to feel it, for one. I want to go ahead and just put that one straight out there. You're going to feel it. You know, if you're not in tune with your inner self, your inner person, you may not even realize that you have been hit with something negative or with some negative energy, okay? Or if it's even been sent your way, you probably wouldn't notice the difference. If anything, you're probably saying, you know, it was the devil.
Oh no.
And, you know, I'm not going to go too far into that topic right now because they could be talked about at a later date. I do have a lot of different views on that whole saying, but I'm going to go ahead and just continue to stick with this part, okay? But, you know, you'll instantly feel it. I want to say, you know, with me, I'm a very keen spirit, so I can feel energies. I can feel everything. And I can, you know, feel things from far distance. It doesn't matter where it's at, I can feel it. Sometimes you can feel it because you'll feel, you know how sometimes you can be doing something and this person pops in your mind and it's not a good feeling.
Oh no.
When they pop in your mind. And if you feel something that's directed towards something you may be experiencing at that moment. I'm gonna give you an example. Say, for instance, you were once close with someone, right? And for whatever reasons, you're not close anymore. And you may have done something to partake in the reason why you and that person is not talking anymore. Or you could not have done something that was ill for this person to not be friends with you anymore. But you start to feel their vibration a lot. And when you feel their vibration a lot, you know, especially if you're in a peace and calm place, or you'll feel negative ill intentions being sent to you. You know, something may happen that's in reference to that person that you was once close with. Something that happened around you that will remind you of this person. And sometimes people can send, you know, attacks to you no matter where you at in the world. You know, this all starts in the thought. A person thinking something ill, they're going to send something ill. And you have not been undone anything to this person. You know, so let me go ahead and go to my notes. I want to go ahead and, you know, see what I put on here. Okay. So negative energy is something that is an energy that is intentionally sent to you to cause you harm. Okay. To block your blessings. Okay. And to cause havoc in your life. I know, right? So most of the time when people send things like that, they send it to you directly, or they send it to people around you to hurt you directly. Anything that's in connection to you, okay? And that's considered to be a psychic attack. That's another term for it that I like to use, is someone sending you a psychic attack. And because I have abilities, right, you're easy targets. If you are an empath, you are an easy target. If you are a spiritual person, you are an easy target. You know, for whatever reasons, most people who, you know, try to vibrate at a higher frequency, meaning, you know, they think more positive. Their outlook on life is positive. Even when they're down in situations, they're constantly bringing themselves up. They got a light around them. They got, you know, I'm describing people that most people are, that these, you know, people or like people are under attack most of the time. People that's got something going for themselves. People who seem to be, you know, having it all together, you know. People would send things your way just because they don't like it. They don't either like the situation that is blessing you, or they don't like you, period.
Oh no.
And, you know, that's unfortunate. I'm going to say this. I know throughout my life I've known, oh sure, when people have sent some negative energy my way, you best believe I know. Now, where I'm at now in my life, I know I'm protected. I'm very, 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 very aware of myself and my surroundings, my thoughts, and my energies. So I want to give you some tips to help you to be able to know and what to do when someone is sending you negative energy. For one, I want you to practice mindfulness. I know I say this a lot, but that will help you to, for one, align your chakras. Okay? It has so many good benefits. It'll help you to pay attention to the energies that are trapped and blocked in your energy field. You know? And those energy fields need balance. It's part of your energy, your soul core. It's nothing outside of you. It's within you. That's how you're able to connect with Source. That's how you're able to connect with God and ask for God's protection. That's how you're able to connect with your angels. That's how you're able to connect with your higher self, your inner child. That's how you're able to connect with all, like with the universe, with Mother Nature, mindfulness. So I would say practice, you know, going out in nature, sitting in the park, sitting under a tree, hugging trees. Draw energy from that, because the more positive energy you put in you, it doesn't matter what energy is sent your way. It won't manifest like it could. I'm telling you, it can be blocked, baby. Go spend some time out in nature, okay? Make yourself light some candles. Light some candles here and there. I will say preferably white candles. You can do black candles if you want to protect your energies, all right? And, you know, there's a lot of ritual work that I can, you know, give to you that's very in-depth. However, I want to save some of that for a later video. But I want you just to write on a piece of paper. I want you to write, you know, your name. I want you to write the date. And I want you to write a letter to yourself. And I want that to be a letter of protection. To ask yourself to protect yourself, which is connected to God, okay? And put that underneath the candle. It could be underneath, like, if you got like a, I want to say a cloth, a white cloth, that's what Spirit's telling me. Slide it underneath there. Make sure you're careful too when you're burning candles. If you don't know what you're doing, by all means, don't do it. Okay? I want you to be safe. Okay? But if you have a jar candle, that's perfect. Okay? They have, you know, where you can burn it up to 7 days. Okay? If you want to do that, just burn that candle for 7 days. Don't blow it out. Okay? I know a lot about candle work. I do read candles. I do read flames. One day in the future, we'll get there. I'll show you what I know how to do. But if you would like for me to burn a candle for you, by all means, put it in the comment section, and I can burn a candle for you. We can talk about it. I get your information, and I can burn a candle for you. Okay, and it does come with a fee. I don't do it for free, but you know, I'm gonna give my energy towards this situation. Okay, to help bless you, and we'll talk more about that. But back to the subject. Okay. If you want, I want to say this too. If you have like the candle that, the pillar candle, be careful. You may want to sit it under on top of a candle holder, right, as you let it burn. And I know how to read the wax and everything like that, but I'm just want to say, you know, be careful of not to let the wax spill over, you know, and onto your floor, you know. So be mindful of that. I'm sure, you know, you got this, but, you know, just want you to be cautious. All right. And last but not least, if anything else, if those two don't work and you don't know anything about those two kind of candles, I want to say just burn a tea light. Okay. You know, they sell those at the store. They're inexpensive. Just burn you a tea light. And when you burn a tea light, just, you know, think of yourself being cleansed of all negative energies. All energies that's at low vibrations that's not vibrating with you anymore, you know, and you want it to transmute to a light so it can go back to sender, or it can go back to source, or it can go back to the universe, you know. And we just ask that all love, light, energy comes into our life, abundance come into our life to stay. Archangel Michael, we ask that you shield and protect. We ask that you shield and protect. See, I just said a prayer for you all, you know. Ashe. I don't mind gifting you with that part, but I want you to know that you are protected because you are tuned in right now, okay? And I'll make sure you're woke, okay? All right. So another thing that you can do, you can burn incense. I don't know if any of you guys or gals are into incense. I want to say do your homework on incense, but lighting incense, frankincense, that is a good one. I want to say lavender, that's a good one. Just burn different incense. Don't inhale them, okay? Because they can be not good for your health. But let them burn, you know. And as you letting it burn, set your intention on, you know, cleansing away any negative energy that may be surrounding your bodies, your home, you know. Sometimes people send negative energy to your home so it can cause chaos in your home. So be mindful of that, okay? To make sure your home is cleansed as well as you. You know, you need to be cleansed foremost because you need to be aware of what's going on around you, right? And so you can stay calm and peace at all times, right? You know, when you keep your vibration at a good balance, you know, you're able to see clear, you're able to be present, and you're able to respond in a way that's not outside of you that make you vibrate lower. So if we can't keep our vibrations higher, let's at least keep them balanced, okay? And if it's not balanced, then let's balance it. Let's bring it back up. Let's match it. Let's match, okay? I want to say another thing you can do. You can light sage. You know, let the sage burn, you know, which is called smudging. You can smudge. You can smudge yourself. You can smudge your home. Myself, I like to smudge my home. I love to smudge myself sometimes, especially because I deal with energy on a regular basis and I have to keep myself protected and cleansed, okay? Because, baby, I be seeing. However, I send nothing but love, light, energy to you, baby. But do know, no darkness comes over here. Because if you come in this way, it's going to be put back to the light, okay? I don't accept anything but the light. If there's darkness there, I bring a light to you, okay? But, baby, my light is going to always shine bright. There's no dimming it over here. And, you know, I want to say that when it comes to smudging, you know, smudge from your crown chakra. Smudge your outer layers, the outer layers of your body. Underneath your feet, too. You want to get underneath your feet. Because, you know, we pick up a lot of energy in our feet. We can pick up, and it travels all the way up through us. And, you know, sometimes we wonder why we're feeling ill, we're not feeling well, we're aching and stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes it's energy. And you know what? Sometimes it's energy that you carry. So, you know, sometimes it's like a double whammy. Especially when people are sending you negative energy and you're already feeling negative, you know, this is something else to look out for. If you're feeling fatigued, you're feeling drained, you're feeling tired, you feel like you can't sleep, you can't eat much, your appetite is all weird, your tummy all weird, there's some negative energy there. It's either been sent to you or it's sitting in you. And saging, smudging, is good to cleanse the energies. It is natural. Everything I'm telling you is all natural things. We're implementing earth, wind, fire, and water. So, you know, and earth, the 4 elements. So the first one I told you was go outside, connect with nature. That's earth. When you do the sage, that's air. Okay? Burning a candle, that's fire. Now we're gonna go to the next one. Cleanse. Spiritual cleanse. Water. The water element. So, I would like to say, taking a shower, a cool shower with some sea salt at the bottom, or salt, just regular salt, at the bottom of underneath your feet. What that does is that it recharges your negative ions, okay? And it replenishes and it restores. If you don't believe some of the things I'm saying, by all means, go do your research. But I come with downloads of information, okay? It comes from source. And I just have this knowing of the knowing. So, you know, but how, by all means, do your research on some things, okay? And, you know, but I want to say, you know, what that does, the salt underneath your feet, it cleanses your energies. And for one, too, it kind of wakes you up. You know how sometimes we can be in life and we be in autopilot, and we just moving around and and, you know, we're not able to be still. We're not able to have a peace of mind, right? We're not able to be present like that. That's because sometimes we are surrounded by negative energy. When you're not able, when you're not able to sit and be present and not be afraid of being present and sitting still and sitting alone, that's negative energy around you. Because you should be able to enjoy your own solitude. You should be able to enjoy your own presence. You know? That's how you're able to connect to source. That's how you're able to get downloads of information on knowing what to do on your journey. You know, that's how you're able to go within to find out who you are and your true purpose. And then you'll have all the tools you need to keep negative energies from being around you. And if you see them, you're able to identify them and you know what to do, how to send them back to light. With that ashe, with God's touch. Okay? I'm telling you. I'm going to give you a scenario on something. How I knew someone was sending bad energy my way. I immediately felt this person's presence. This person immediately called me. They didn't know that I know that they had sent some negative energy my way. But I know that they did. See, me, myself, when I feel something, when I see something, it's usually accurate. Now, back when I was younger, I did not know what to do with that. I did not know what to do with that feeling, okay? So what I did was, if I felt something, I'm going to hit it right with the way it hit me, if not harder. And it wasn't always positive because I was afraid. For one, my root chakra. Let me tell you a little bit about your root chakra. Your root chakra is your chakra that makes it where you feel protected. This is your survival. It's your fight or flight. It's your how to connect with earth, how to connect with, you know, your mother nature. It's your protection. It's your fruits. It's your foundation. So when your foundation is off, you feel a little off, right? So, you know, for one, I grew up with childhood trauma. So the way I grew up with a lot of negativity I felt around me in some forms. Whether it was around me or if I was in environments, I felt it, I could feel it. I can walk into a building and feel everything that's in there and the energies that's connected to it. I could touch it and feel the energy as well. So it's just being like 7, 8 years old, experiencing that, you know. Yeah, I'm just glad I'm like, I'm in right now with it, okay? But I say this to say, you know, I could be around someone and feel the energy. And back then I didn't always do right with it because I was afraid. Okay, I was afraid. I was so afraid. For one, I was afraid of me going too far. I was afraid of my own damn self. I was afraid of y'all. I was afraid of me. I was afraid that I would go too far on you. Because naturally I am a calm person. I'm a loving person. I'm also too a passionate person. I'm not confrontational. You know, however, I will take up for myself. However, I will, you know, shut things down quickly. But I come in this earth with a different purpose outside of the purpose that other people may, their purpose may be. I have my own purpose. Okay. I come from a different part of the universe, okay? So I come here with a mission, and that is to bless and help others while helping blessing myself, okay? I'm here to heal. What about you? Okay? So on this journey, we got to help ourselves heal, and we got to be around people who are healing, okay? So we can balance our energies, okay? So another thing you can do to balance your energies is to pray. You know, me, I come from a family that prays. However, I have grown to understand the power of prayer and how to pray. Now, let me say this once. There is no judgment here on how anyone prays. That is not something I'm here to do. As you see on my channel, I don't even talk about things that's outside of self, okay? So with that being said, this is for self. When I pray for things, okay? I know sometimes when we pray, we beg. I don't pray to beg. No. I don't beg. I share. Okay? I know who I am and I know my source. Okay? Don't be afraid to pray. And you do not have to beg to pray. When you pray, listen to me. When you pray, I just want you to be mindful of this one thing. Know that God is a God that loves unconditionally. Loves unconditionally. And God hears you. So don't beg. Okay? And I'm just going to say that. Don't beg. Be clear. Have faith. See it. Believe it. And so it is. Ashe, amen it. Now, when I said I told you I dealt with this negative person, they didn't even know that I know that they had said something or did something negative. But as soon as they started talking to me, I felt a shift in their energy. This person apologized to me without me even saying anything. You know, one thing about me that I've learned to do is protect my energy. Okay? I suggest you protect yours. And you know, if you don't know how to protect it, I'm just giving you some good advice. Use some of it. Also, too, let me give you another good tip. If you have crystals, you know, crystals are from the earth. It holds a lot of minerals. It holds a lot of wealth. It holds a lot of energy. Because it comes from source. It comes from earth. It comes from Mother Earth. You know, when we leave this planet, Earth gonna still be here, y'all. We only here on borrowed time. So with that being said, live fruitful. Live positively. Live with balance. Live with purpose. Open your mind. This channel was created for you to unlearn, to learn. Not saying you have to agree with anything or everything that I say, but I know some of the things I talk about is touching. I know, you know, that you're feeling blessed from this channel, you know, and I'm grateful. That's why I made the channel, okay? To all you people, to everyone, you know what I mean? I don't discriminate. However, I will protect my energy. Okay. I don't play. I don't play. I don't play. Okay? So, with crystals, you know, I am a crystal healer, and I know a lot about crystals. I have a lot of crystals. I wear a lot of crystals. I have crystals on underneath my clothing. You feel me? So, and I create crystals. You know, I mean, not the crystal itself. Let me say this. But I create items with crystals on it so you can have it for your protection. And do know my prayers are prayers, okay? They woke prayers. And everyone that has bought something from me or purchased something from me, I watch their lives are moving in an abundant way. I'll share. That's amen to that. That gives me joy. You feel me? So, crystals. You know, you can put crystals if you have like, you know, a collection of crystals. You know, you can put them on your person, your body. You can put them in the corners of your home. You can even put them outside your home. You know, black onyx and black tourmaline. Those are two of my favorite protection stones. They are black stones, okay? But you can use, they got them in different colors. But those are two of my great protection stones. I love those stones, okay? So I keep a lot of those and hidden in different places in my home and outside of my home, okay? So when people come over here, they feel present and pleasant over here. And I'm protected. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. All right. Let me look back at my notes because I want to touch on another thing too, okay? Also too, you know, I want to say you can add mirrors to your home. Yeah, I know you're probably like, what? Mirrors? Okay, so let me tell you something about mirrors, especially if people are sending negative energy to your home or there's negative energy in your home. Having mirrors throughout your home in different spots helps brighten up the energies and brings light into your home, your presence, into your surroundings. And it also too traps energies in mirrors. So be careful of how you looking when you look in the mirror at yourself. You could be sending negative energy to your own self by what you see back looking at you in the mirror. So be mindful of that. When you look in the mirror, smile. When you look in the mirror, tell yourself you love yourself. When you look in the mirror, tell yourself you are protected. When you look in the mirror, you say your I ams, you say your affirmations. Saying your affirmations protect you. Now, don't you go and be negative in that mirror. No. We look in the mirror and we start doing it. Don't. Warning, caution, park. Be mindful of how you look at yourself when you look in the mirror. Ladies, let me talk to you really quick. When you look in the mirrors, whether you're looking in a short mirror or you're looking in a, you know, a tall mirror, be mindful of how you look at your bodies when you look in the mirror. Be mindful of how you're looking at your face when you're looking in the mirror. When you subconsciously talk to yourself and say negative things to yourself while looking at yourself in the mirror, you're putting negative energy around your own self. You may want to do some inner work. Ain't nothing wrong with admitting that we all have done this in our lives, okay? You know, but we got to start loving ourselves. We got to do better. We can't keep blaming other people, okay? Men, you too. When you look in the mirror, do the same. Stop body shaming. Stop feeding yourself negative thoughts. You know, be positive. Be positive about what's created for you. This body is only temporarily, okay? You only gonna get this one body this one time. Now, you reincarnate, hey, that's a different story. You come back in a different body. But this lifetime, we're talking about this lifetime. You're in this body, okay? So appreciate it. Treat it well, treat it right. And stop sending negative energies to your own self. Now, I will say this. When people send negative energy to you, it hits your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. And You start to wonder why you're having brain fogs. You start to wonder why you're accident prone. Have you ever had some accidents that you know was just like, wait a minute, how did that just happen? How did I just do? Yeah. You could be sending negative energy away. For mindfulness, okay? You could be sending negative energy your own way by how you talk to yourself. See, how you talk to yourself when no one is listening. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of that, okay, when you're looking in the mirror. But like I said, be positive, okay, when you're looking in the mirror. Tell yourself you love yourself, okay? And that is another source of light, okay? Also, too, I want to say something. Spirit's telling me to say this. Okay. Some of you guys go out and you buy mirrors and you don't clean them before you put them in your home. Like, meaning before you place them in a place in your home. If that is you, I want to talk to you really quickly. You know how when we go buy a mirror, we just see the mirror itself looking back at us, but we don't know what's all inside that mirror and who all looked in that mirror. Okay? Especially with those who like to go buy antique mirrors and mirrors from, thrift stores or from yard sales. Hey, by all means, go get your mirrors, okay? Catch yourself. But don't bring that thing back home with you with them energies in it, okay? When you bring any mirror that you purchase, give you some of my intuitive opinions and tips and thoughts on this subject. Cleanse your mirrors. Cleanse your mirrors. You can cleanse it with vinegar. You can cleanse it with newspaper. Yes, I said newspaper. I have known people who have cleansed their mirrors with newspapers, baby, and it gives it a beautiful flawlessness. You can see straight through it. You can see straight to source, okay? But that's a whole nother subject. I'm going to stay on the subject. But cleanse your mirrors. You can cleanse it with Windex, with mirror cleaner. Cleanse your mirror. Cleanse your mirror first with that way. If you want to sage around your mirror, sage around your mirror. You got some bless oil? Yeah, it's all those who carry bless oil. I custom make bless oil. So, hey, if you want to purchase some from me, visit my website, rikishascreations.com. Okay? But if you have you some bless oil, tap your mirrors, tap your four corners, tap every corner, lay hands, whatever you want to do, and bless your mirror, okay? And when you look into that mirror, speak something positive into that mirror, and then your mirror is now cleansed. If there's anything that's dark in that mirror, it's been saged out. While you're saging, pray that anything that was in this mirror that is negative or was, left in this mirror, may it go to light, okay? Go back to sender, go back to source. You free it. You free whatever feeling or energy or spirit that you feel in that mirror, okay? And you send it back to source. But mirrors are created, again, for light. It lightens up the place, okay? All right, let me go back and give you another one. That was a good one, huh? All right, a sound bowl. Get one of those. Sound, it eliminates negative energy. Negative energy can't be around when certain sounds, okay? The sound of that is a universal force sound. That is a sound that's a vibrating sound. That is a sound that will wake you up, okay? It'll knock the negative out of you. So if you're into singing bowls, by all means, get you a singing bowl, okay? You will feel very, very sound. It is good to use those when you're doing meditation, okay? It is excellent to do when you just need to relax, okay? So think about that one, okay? Also, too, I want to say, creating you an altar. It doesn't have to be a physical altar. Me, myself, I have an altar. I go to that altar to, be at peace, be at one with, okay? To connect with God. It's just my little sacred space where I go to pray, okay? That's what creating your altar is. You can have a physical altar, or you can just have a space that you go sit at where you can be at peace with, with God and meditate. So, create that space, anoint that space, and, have that as your sacred space that you go to pray, to connect. And sometimes when we have that, it'll keep you in habit of doing it, for one. because you know okay, let me go sit in this space. I need to go sit in this space and pray today. So, you know, create your altar space. That's another thing, or a space that you go pray at, okay, where you feel protected at, and, you know, when you're there, you feel the presence of God, okay, and the good energies. All right, let me see if I have another one for you. Okay, so I want to say also too, salt. Salt itself transmutes negative energies, okay? So, you know, I know y'all heard the little saying like salt, you know, like in the corners and stuff like that. But for me, I use salt, okay? I will put salt around my corners, my four corners of my home sometimes, just to keep negative energies out, because, you know, you never know when you're inviting people in your home what energies they are carrying, okay? Especially if you're working on your own energies. You know, you're very sensitive to know when other energies are around you. So by all means, when you have that salt around, negative energies really cannot enter your space. You know, they'll feel it, or they'll check themselves before they come in, especially if they're not invited in. Okay? So, you know, also too, when you have unwanted energy around you, don't be afraid of it. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. You know, don't try to fight fire with fire. This is something from my own experience, I'm telling you. Be calm, be patient, be sound, be still, be calm. Be silent. Be silent. And when you be silent, you're able to go within, and you're able to connect with God, source, and you're able to get information on what to do next. Now, that one right there, I'm going to leave you with that, because I feel like I just gave you a lot, and I feel like the next step is for you to experience these things, and for you to feel your ashe within it, to feel God's presence within it, to feel protection within it, and to know how to repel negative energy and how to cleanse it, okay? Stop being negative to yourself first, okay? Be mindful, be aware, be connected, be positive, vibrate positively, vibrate higher, transmute lower energies, send it back to source, give it back to God, get your rest, and don't worry, because here's the thing about negative energies. It can only continue if there's something for it to continue to be attached to. So be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of your energies. Because when lower energy is trying to vibrate on a higher frequency, to hit something on a higher frequency, it ain't gonna be smooth, okay, for the lower frequency. So be mindful of it. Know that you are protected. Know that God loves you. Know that you are protected. Do some of these things that I named. If not, you know, by all means, seek more counsel, okay? But if you like this video, you got more questions, leave them in the comments and let's talk about them. Like, let's keep this going. I appreciate you all. I hope you love this video. I want you to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell and share my channel so you can receive new notifications every time I upload a video, and share my channel with others so they can be inspired, because I'm here to share my knowledge to bless you so you can bless someone else. And that is all for now. Bye.